Yo, it's the real deal with Akil, Eazy Corner, presented by UFM. Subscribe, rate, review, Apple, Spotify, however you listen to your podcast. Also subscribe to the Eazy Corner as well. Eazy with me, Wilson with me, Trey behind the camera. And speaking of Trey, before I get into my shout out, I want to say condolences for what took place Super Bowl Sunday. Because you was on camera, well, behind the camera, you said 42-10, and then you changed it to 42-17. And I specifically remember there was a comment somebody said, I don't know who it was. Somebody said it wasn't going to age well. I don't know who said it, but it was dead on. And I remember I told people, I said, look, if you're going to bet, put your money on the Chiefs, because Mahomes won't let you down. And he did not let anybody down. I mean, I know we talked about it all week, it's just, because really not much to say as a 49ers person, as a fan, because even, we seen the game, we seen Debo after they scored, he was on the sideline like, there's not really much to really say, because he knew when Mahomes got the ball, it was going to be over. And I know, it's okay. Maybe next year, Brock, he played good. We can agree that he played,
He played all right,
He played all right. McCaffrey did his thing, but we know how Shanahan is. It's just,
it's like clockwork.
It's okay. It's okay.
Hold up. First of all, can't let you speak, right? It's like you talking about us losing. You got to talk about Chris Jones winning. Pre-game, I seen that man crying, looked at my old lady. I said, man, this thing is going to come down to Chris Jones. And what happened? 3-4 times Chris Jones ruined.
Oh, no, he was in your
left
group.
him unblocked. That's what happened.
But that's what I knew, though. I knew when Trent Williams was on the left side, I knew nobody was going to stop Chris Jones. It was like, we knew that was going to take place. Chris Jones, second best player on the team? So, I mean, we seen that happen. Mahomes did it to y'all. Again, he did it 4 years ago. But we'll talk. We'll talk about that. I just wanted to get that out the way. We'll probably talk about it. But I just want to do a quick shout out to Theo and Ashley for getting married. This is my first time actually in the wedding. They got married in Miami. I will say that's probably the most lit wedding I've been part of. That shit was dope. Hey, congratulations to them because. Especially Theo, because the reason why I'm doing this right now because of him. I wasn't even in this field because of him. So shout out to him. And then I want to say it's about Miami, because I know we all been in Miami before.
Right.
After going to Miami, I ain't going to lie, I realized that I've been vacationing wrong in Miami. Because before that, I went 3 times, and it was all in South Beach on Ocean Drive. That ain't the move no more.
It's really not.
No, downtown is where it's at. Downtown. You been in downtown before, Eazy?
Yeah, I haven't been downtown, but I heard so.
Brickell, Wynwood. Yeah, it's a whole nother experience. Then I learned too that we always say people can't drive out here, but people can't drive everywhere. Like Miami was bad too. And then the Uber drivers didn't speak English, so it was like a big language barrier.
It was like some Colombian dude.
Yeah. Nah, like
what it is.
we got off the plane, Uber to the Airbnb. We almost gone to like 4 wrecks. Like, I'm like, bro, like, what is happening? It's either you can't, it's like they drive too slow or they drive too reckless. There's no in between. So it's like, bro, like, okay, I got to appreciate where I'm from. And then another thing, too, I learned, like, their nightlife is like a bunch of hotel rooftop, which is dope. But speaking as a single man, they not touching Houston women. That's another thing I learned. No, they're not. No, they're not touching. No.
That's a shock. Right?
Houston women, yeah, for sure. Like, yeah.
Because I've been to Miami in passing. I've seen like a couple of shorties walking around and stuff like that, but I thought they were pretty legit.
They not touching Houston. Houston, yo. I'm glad to be living in this city. I'm glad to be born from the city because they're not touching it at all. Because in Houston, like you can look wherever you go, there's gonna be at least one. There wasn't one where I went, so I'm like. Not saying I'm searching, but I'm just looking around like, damn, like, I see why people love this city.
Yeah, because like in Houston, you could just go around somewhere in maybe OST or somewhere downtown in Washington, you'll see at least one or two just walking around.
Yeah, I vacationed wrong. In the outskirts of Miami, it's better here than Miami too.
But are you going to go on and say that you vacation wrong, or are you just kind of really just saying that you matured from Ocean Drive in South Beach?
I think that's probably it
I
too.
think you got to realize we went to Miami one time for spring break, and then the other time we went for NABJ conference. So like we're still mid-20s and early 20s. So like
Yeah. Then another thing too, I will say like. Okay, I did have the wrong perception too. Like, so when we go to Ocean Drive, everything is expensive on like the restaurants and the clubs and bars and stuff. See, when we went to a restaurant downtown or like a lounge, I'm thinking like, damn, it's gonna probably be 2 or 3 times more because there's literally like a high rise that we seen across from this rooftop. And I asked him, I said, man, how much are these high rises here? He told me between $6,000 and $7,500 per month. I'm thinking the lounge we had is gonna be like, okay, drinks gonna be high. Damn. Their drinks and like prices, bottle service was the same amount, if not a little bit lesser than Houston stuff. So I was shocked by that. I said, damn, like nice lounge, nice rooftop.
But you gotta remember though, with Florida, like there's no state income tax.
Yeah.
So like, it's not shocking.
Oh, so they just got nothing but money.
Yeah, so like they're like Texas in a way, like
Yeah.
state income,
Yeah, so it was just like more so like, okay, like.
That's why I believe that's why you kind of make it believe that when athletes retire, they're in Texas or they're in Florida.
Yeah.
And when they're in the league, they're gonna try and make a trade to a southern state. Florida,
Yeah.
Texas.
And it makes sense. And I was just like, damn, like I appreciate living out here even more. But I do that every time I go to different cities. Like,
Yeah, of course. There's nothing like that. We know that. Even though I question the Houston teams.
we do this every time.
There's a lot of questions.
I do have something to say about that though, Q. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. And you're gonna be shocked because I thought of you.
What?
So there's a chick that I'm talking to.
Yeah.
And she was just like, and she got me on camera saying this. She wants to go to an Astros game.
Oh, you got a job to do, man.
No. But I said, I don't mind. But she got me on camera saying this. I will actually be in decked out Astros gear.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
To kill me. At all,
Yes.
kill me at all people.
I know.
Kill me at all people.
Yes.
Wait, so who's your favorite baseball team then?
No, say it. Say it.
New York Yankees.
No, you know,
Still living in the
bro.
city?
Shout out Derek Jeter.
Bro.
Shout out Rodriguez.
No.
Shout out
But-
Aaron Judge.
Bro.
Judge the Jew and the executioner, baby.
I don't know.
But this is easy. Guess what?
Okay.
Hey, who before he retired, who's your favorite college football team? Before he retired.
Before who?
Nick Saban retired. Who was your favorite college football team?
Who's my favorite college football team?
Bama.
No. Bama, yeah.
So
That's
Bama,
understandable.
we got the Yankees. And then who was your who before Brady retired, who was your favorite team?
Nah, well, shit, it was the Bucks and the Patriots.
It was all the
Your ass
Yankees,
is in-
Bama.
And Kentucky.
Damn.
No, so-
you want to tri-state tour on these teams?
No, but I love John Calipari. That's been my guy. So when he left Memphis,
Okay, fair enough.
But it's okay to the Astros is. But I understand when you said cheating, but at the same time, dog, like they won after the cheating scandal too.
Listen, like I just said, I'm just trying to stay true to my word. Like I've never been a sellout. I said I can't do it. I said I can't with Astros here.
What's
I
wrong
said,
with
I
what
never-
Astros is
never-
going on?
I know. I feel like I'm selling out. Akil knows me. I feel like I'm selling out. I'm selling out everything that I stood for.
It's bro. But the Astros
No, I'm not here to jump on I'm not here to jump on the Sevens bandwagon for the Texans. I'm not here to jump on on the Rockets bandwagon, and I'm damn sure not here to jump on the Astros.
But here's the thing about the Yankees, though. What have y'all had to cheer about for the past 5 years?
Hey man, it's okay.
I
no,
get his-
don't
I
say
get being
y'all.
a fan is
No, Eazy don't watch baseball like that, bro. Yankees.
The Yankees, baby.
But y'all haven't been good. Like, come on, bro.
It's okay. But I like Clayton Kershaw too, so that's my guy.
I mean, at one point for me, when I was a child, I did like A-Rod, Jeter, and them, because they was going against the Red Sox hard, and I was rooting for the Yankees.
Yeah,
We always seen him on TV.
but you know what's funny? You know what's funny with Akil? He really just started getting on the Astros when they were winning. He's like,
So,
yeah.
no, so okay, so I honestly, I tell you the honest truth,
You like the
Okay,
Astros fans since 05 when they lost.
Okay, so-
let's say it real quick. Let me
so this is my thing. So when they had the 04 team with Bergman, Bagwell, Biggio, I liked Roy Oswalt a lot.
Oh.
I cried when Pujols hit that home run over the train tracks.
I loved it.
I literally cried.
forgot all
So
about
after
that.
the World Series when they got swept, there was a gap when they sucked. So the year before they won, they went to the playoffs and played against the Royals, and it was up 2-1, and that's when I realized, like, damn, like this team is going to be good. And then the next year they went to then we got now. So it wasn't like the Dodgers series. It wasn't that. I seen them the year before that. I watched them.
I see.
Yeah, don't let Eazy no. There was a gap after the sweep. I kind of fell off when BGL. They all retired and got old. I'm like, all right, I don't care no
Quick
more.
question: did he ever cheer for the Rangers when they had Josh Hamilton and them guys?
I did 1 year.
Oh, you
No,
did?
no. So they was going against the Cardinals in the World Series, and I was going for the Rangers.
Fair enough.
I did like Josh Hamilton's story in 2011. That was it. But I wasn't just rooting heavy for the Rangers.
Okay.
It was just when I never liked the Cardinals ever since Pujols hit that home run. That shit still.
I loved it. Brad Lidge, I loved it. Yes, sir.
True hater. True hater.
You saw what he put in the group message about when we put the Amber Rose, CJ Stroud. You saw his response.
I saw it. Oh yeah.
Right on
You were
time.
praying for that young man's downfall, man. That's
Right on
just
time.
insane, man. That's
So anything, if Stroud went to any other team, he would like Stroud. But
No, but I don't like Ohio State quarterbacks.
but I ain't gonna lie, I'm with you on that. But I think he changed my mind now.
You know, you change your mind.
Well, not with anybody's gonna come future,
Well,
but
you know
like
what? I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I'm gonna give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt because Justin Fields started winning some games.
Yeah.
And
He could still be good though too.
yeah, I don't think they should trade him though.
Nah.
I don't think they should trade him. But I do like that whole thing with Stroud and Amber. Now that I sat at first, my first reaction was like, "Fuck!" Like, no, come on, dog. Like, no,
This man
fuck.
screaming in
Like,
the group chat. Y'all should have seen him. It was-
bro, I literally like when I put fuck. I'm literally sitting at the house. I'm like, no. But then I sat back. I said, okay, let me take a deep breath. Okay, he didn't open the door for her. It was a separation. He didn't have his arm around. I said, okay. And then when she said what she said about the sprinter, okay, I can believe that because he also flew to Indianapolis for the game.
So,
Cool.
But here's the thing about that though.
I'm from Houston, homie.
I get CJ Stroud being a gentleman and stuff like that, but the real question is, how you Amber Rose and the sprinter leave you behind? You tell me she sold to Shaq? She washed?
I don't
Because
know,
you
bro.
you have a sprinter full of celebrities. You have all them packed up in the van and shit. It didn't come across your head once that, oh, I love Amber Rose. Damn. She would walk in the stadium by herself.
I can see that.
That's the biggest question to me.
I'm not gonna sit there and just be like, okay. At first, I was thinking about Deshaun Watson. That was my first initial thought, like, damn, Deshaun Watson. But the only thing is because he did have to leave Indianapolis the next morning. Well, he probably left that night. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Hey man, y'all saw Michael Parsons go for 37 last night.
so he actually had 37.
He did.
17 of 31.
He was hitting
Oh, he
people
took
with
31
Euro steps,
shots, bro.
He was.
Puka impressed me more than him.
I didn't see much of Puka.
Puka, dog, he was dunking.
Really?
Dog, Puka's an athlete. Puka was yamming. I ain't gonna lie, CJ was ball hogging. He was ball hogging.
went
He was
back
trying to
to
prove
high
a
school
point.
days, that's why.
Yeah, he was trying to prove
Yeah,
a
that's
point.
really what it
Like, I was like, dog, you let Mike go for 37. I didn't know he had
Well,
37.
who's gonna guard Michael Parsons? 'Cause at the end of the day, like what, 6'3", 240, 250?
Did you watch the whole
You
game?
know, I saw the spin move with the left. I said, okay, bet. I said, okay, you can go.
I saw the same thing too. I saw him go in the transition and hit somebody with a Euro step, and I turned the game off. I was like, yeah, I ain't
They put up a lot of points though. I mean, I watched most of it, but it was like, it was fun. It was fun watching it. A lot of football players are starting to be like, okay, they can actually like ball. But then I seen something with Chris Brown supposed to be in the game and they like left him out.
Yeah, I saw that whole thing.
I'm like, damn, the Rihanna thing's still happening. That's still affecting them.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where,
Don't
as
forget,
as a celebrity, if you make just one mistake, it'll stick with you for the rest of your life, man. Like no matter what it is.
we haven't heard from Ray Rice since.
Yeah. And when he was getting his jersey retired by the Ravens, there was a bunch of comments on Twitter saying, "Oh, he should be this, he should be that."
Oh, he got his jersey retired?
Or I think Ring of Honor or something like that.
What?
It was-
got that?
It was something in that nature, but a lot of people were mad about that.
Yeah.
But my question is, what do you expect these people to do after all this time? Because he felt the ramifications of it.
Yeah,
How do you want him to still feel it?
He hadn't been in the league since.
Yeah, like, so what else do you want him to do?
Yeah, 'cause
That's my only question.
when that happened, it was like a release, like it was like a release that wasn't even announced. Like we just knew, like, yeah, this nigga's out.
Yeah, because like I just said, the only thing like I always say, the video. It was the video. Like if there was no video, I think.
Yeah, because the NFL screwed it up because he was initially suspended for what, 3 games?
But they saw that video.
They said no, get him out.
Damn.
But the thing is, the shorty's still married to him to this day.
Yeah.
Oh, they still together?
Yeah,
Still together.
She
Yep.
actually like was not even trying to press any charges at that time. She's like, no, like
They said it was just like a little couples fight because they do it all the time.
All the
Which
time?
is bad, but still, well.
So that punch was a punch, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I can't think of the.
So the
video.
punch was normal. She's like, this is just normal.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. What other punishment do you want Ray Rice to go through? Not saying what he did was right, but after what 10, 12 years, like what else do you want to happen? It's over with now.
I didn't know they were still together.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't know about the damn Ring of Honor.
Yep.
Damn. But why long? But he wasn't. But it was not no length. He wasn't there for the Ravens for like a long time.
He was there 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, good. 6
Yeah. You know, running backs.
Because he was there with the 49ers Super Bowl, right?
No, I think he was just off after that.
It was the same year, I believe.
Same year?
Because it was 2012, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, same year. It was-
Damn, another 49ers lost in the Super Bowl. My bad. I ain't want to bring
Hey,
it up. But nah, all right. Speaking of Super Bowl, my bad. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna bring it up again.
it was either you or me. It's okay.
It was just another loss. But no. But I know we were talking earlier about the whole not so much of the Super Bowl, but it's more so of Andy Reid and like the Mahomes thing. Like, because I think you asked that about.
You know what I said? Where Eazy is as the pantheon of greats head coaches in football history.
That's tough because you got to think about it. You got to put Bill in there, Don Shula, I'm not
Walsh.
Walsh too.
I mean, I just think it's more so for me. Like I compare him. I always say Belichick is Hove and Andy Reid is Nas. His back end of his career is crazy.
Yeah.
This is he's in his King disease era right now. Like,
Facts, yeah.
I mean, the thing about for me for Andy Reid, I always liked him since he was with the Eagles. So for me, I'm not gonna sit here and say he's over Belichick because of the rings, but he did a lot with. I mean, he had Jeff Garcia, McNabb, Kevin Cobb, Michael Vick. Now he got Mahomes. It's like
Yeah.
who was
Alex
it?
Smith.
Alex Smith. Like,
Smith too.
I mean, the only thing about I'm not trying to put him and Belichick against each other. I'm not gonna do that.
Think about it. So I just want. So has he passed up Bill Walsh?
One more ring.
Has he?
Would.
How many rings Bill Walsh got?
I think Bill. Is it 3?
3. Yeah.
He got 3, and he just did he coach young at any point or no?
He did, but like Joe Montana was still his quarterback.
Still the quarterback.
So like, is he better than Tom Landry?
See. So I never so like
Because the Cowboys won 3 rings under him with 2.
2.
He better than Landry.
I take him.
But went to a lot of Super Bowls. Is he better than Chuck Noll?
See, that's too. See, I ain't really. You know what I'm saying? I understand the history, but for me, I'm gonna say Reed because I've seen Reed. Because it's hard for me to judge coaches in that era because even though we do it for players, it's kind of hard for me to say Chuck Noll is over Reed or Tom Landry's over him because of. It's gonna be hard for me to dissect it personally, just honestly. So for me, I'm gonna just say Reed because I've seen it. I'm an Eagles fan, but he's doing. What he's doing with the Chiefs, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Because even though he has a Mahomes, but he had Alex Smith. So all he needed was a guy that was a step further.
Yeah.
And then he had Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, the defense.
Yeah, really.
And what's helping him.
Because I was talking to Trey about it too in a short period of time. I said, because I just saw the impact that he made. It's Andy Reid over a guy like a Jimmy Johnson. Because I think Jimmy Johnson is the guy that, like, as much as Aikman and everything, I think Jimmy Johnson was the guy that really said, nah, this, like.
I would say yes if Barry Switzer didn't win after taking over for Johnson.
But
That's the only thing.
No. You can say that, but like, they still give credit that's Jimmy's team.
Yeah.
So, like, I know you said Barry Switzer won one. I get that, but, like, we all know if Jimmy Johnson stays in Dallas, we might be looking at 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Probably.
And I like Jimmy. And I think I'm going to still take Jimmy over Reed because I like what he did with the U too. Because his coaching is top tier. And we know why he didn't stay with Dallas. He was the man upstairs. So
And it's still ruining them to this day, yeah.
yeah, like, so Man, I ain't gonna lie. I think, Reed or John. I mean, that's tough. Because I like Jimmy Johnson, too.
Yeah.
So
And then I said I look at guys like other guys like, even though he got more championships than him, is it Reed over a Dungy? Is Reed over a Mike Holmgren? Like, is he over guys that have won other places? Like Mike Holmgren, we saw what he did with Brett Favre, and actually that's under the.
Yeah, he's under Mike Holmgren.
We saw what he did in Seattle and Tony Dungy. We see is he better than those guys like that?
Yeah. I think he'll be over Dungy because he got the rings too with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had, and then I mean, even though Reed, he went to a lot of NFC championships with the Eagles, they lost those. But I'm not gonna put all that blame on him because shit.
But that's,
McNabb lost some games for him.
But that's really the big thing of why people aren't quick to put in Andy Reid top 5 because, like you said, he didn't start winning until he got Mahomes. Like, he needed his Superman as a quarterback.
But I would say this: I think he will be in top 5 just the fact that he's run with other quarterbacks, but he got the Super Bowl ring with those guys.
And he's going to work now still because the game, his offensive mind, this is what the game is now. So that's why he's excelling, and Belichick is kind of struggling post Brady. But honestly, we got to look at Steve Spagnuolo too on a defensive mind because, he was behind the 07 Giants that stopped Brady for not going defeated. And then, and that's how I kind of had a feeling against the 49ers because I think Spagnuolo, I said, man, Purdy's going to struggle with Spagnuolo a little bit. I was going to kind of struggle because Spagnuolo is mine. You know what I'm saying? And I would think, honestly, I'm not saying it will happen, but Belichick and Reed could work perfect together because Belichick has a defensive mind. And you put them two together, I'm not saying it would happen, but god damn, they work together because they don't. One is a defensive coach, one is offense, and they'll work together. You know what I mean?
I think, like I said, Trey asked the same question: can Bill Belichick be a defensive coordinator? And I just said at this point of his career, no, because how is he supposed to work under somebody, a 6-time champion, work under somebody? And I just believe if it ain't, it's about these 3 positions for Belichick. If it's not president, GM, or head coach, he ain't working under anybody.
But at this point, what are these front offices thinking when they look at Belichick? Are they thinking he's this old school coach with a phased out mentality? I feel like the only position he could get is DC.
Like I just said, that's like saying, Phil Jackson, can you be my assistant coach?
Oh, he could. He can't come back to me. He can't come back.
Like, I don't think Bill Belichick is nobody. You cannot tell me that Bill Belichick is somebody's defensive coordinator.
That's probably his only shot. But like you said, you brought up Phil Jackson. Look what happened when he went to the Knicks.
No, I get that. But I'm just saying, if you're telling a coach, hey, we're going to bring Phil Jackson in as my assistant, they're going to look at you crazy. And like I just said, like I told Trey, because he said you think the 49ers should bring him in, I just said, even if they win, I said, I don't think Kyle Shanahan will get the credit that he deserves. Because you're just going to look at him like,
oh, shit, the defensive coordinator position is open for San Francisco.
Exactly, yeah. They could even
get
Vertigo, Belichick. I heard they're trying to get Brandon Staley.
Man, I just thought about that.
Yeah.
You on to something with that one. Belichick's I don't want that for the Eagles, though. But if we just talking about Belichick, if he's going to be DC, you got to pay him head coach money, though. Yeah. You can't just pay him like he's a new DC. You're not going to pay him
John Lynch wouldn't give a damn. It's all about winning the championship.
If San Francisco want to win a championship, you go and get Bill Belichick as your DC. But he can still have some type of say-so when it comes to decision making. Yeah. Because we probably see that Shanahan gonna need some help on that defensive side. And that,
But then again, is Shanahan gonna give him full control of the defense? Because the years before were Salah, D'Amico Ryans, and recently Steve Wilkes. Is he gonna give him all the power to run their defense?
But that's the thing. I think that now I think if you're Shanahan, you kind of want to give him that control, and you could pick his brain.
Yeah.
As being the ultimate head coach, because this is the perfect solution. This is the perfect scenario for Belichick.
Right.
I'm not saying Purdy's Tom Brady. The story aligns. Remember how Brady came in? Game manager, had a great team around him, won. You bring in this make a Trey smile. So see this, and I'm speaking from an unbiased side because it's like, yeah, I was going for the Chiefs, but like if you look at the situation, it'll work. And remember how we questioned damn, why did he get rid of Steve Wilkes? Why is he a scapegoat? Because he's probably thinking, John Lynch, like, oh, I'm not getting rid of him because Steve Wilkes did a bad job in the Super Bowl. Because he didn't do nothing wrong in the Super Bowl.
He didn't. They were
but
number 3 in points allowed in the whole season.
But he's thinking, if you can get rid of somebody, Steve Wilkes is cool. Go get your Belichick. You can go do that. That's why you get rid of him. I feel bad for Steve Wilkes, but at the same time, if I got a chance to go get Belichick,
but what if he says no? Then they have to go over to Brandon Staley.
Or what if it was already some talks already before the firing?
Probably.
It could have been some talks. You know what I mean? So that's the only way it makes sense if you're going to fire Steve Wilkes.
It's just the control thing.
You know what I mean?
Gets me because Shanahan had his hand in every single defense he's had. That's what makes it tough.
Yeah, no, for sure. So I get it. It makes sense, but I just think that's the only way you fire somebody like Steve Wilkes is because of you got Belichick. Yeah. That's how I think. Because they didn't get Belichick. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Now you talking Super Bowl in the sense.
It's all about submitting at this point. But even if Belichick do pull up, I just don't see the 49ers getting over the top, bro. Because like you said in the beginning, you compared Andy Reid to Nas as far as the back end of his career.
Yeah.
You know why Nas' back end of his career was successful? Because he found his hit boy. Kyle Shanahan hasn't found his hit boy yet.
Yeah.
So once he get that, I feel like they'll go over the top. And he's standing up again.
Oh my God, it's making him so happy right now, man.
The only thing that I'm gonna say is that Brock Purdy took them to the absolute edge.
But he's not hitting.
His second year, he went to a Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes' second year, lost to Brady.
But look who he lost to, though.
Lost to Brady, though.
But
still lost.
Look who he lost to, though. Nobody else in the league could beat him anymore.
But you tell me, you go through UCL surgery, you come back and make a Super Bowl and take Pat Mahomes to his edge that you won't be back. Whenever the only thing that killed you was Chris Jones.
The thing is, if he had a UCL surgery, I wouldn't be tripping if he has to throw screen passes and slants the whole game.
I mean,
it's not like he's overexerting his arm.
Dotting them up.
It's easy to dot somebody up with a simplified playbook, though. But my thing is, if Shanahan gets that generational type talent at quarterback, that's what's going to put him over the top. Because he had a Matt Ryan, but he still didn't get it.
Shanahan wasn't the generational pick Trey Lance, and you see how that turned out.
Now they misused him on that. They gave him a whole completely different playbook than Brock Purdy, and it was obvious. They made Trey Lance into a dual threat quarterback when he really should have been using his arm.
I mean, thing is, you say basic playbook, but the Eagles' offensive coordinator got fired because the playbook was too easy. The thing with Kyle Shanahan,
it wasn't easy. It was just stupid.
The thing with Kyle Shanahan is that he's gone on record that with Brock Purdy, he is allowed to open up his full playbook. Now, if the playbook is open and your offensive line doesn't work, your quarterback can only do so much if he only has half a second to throw it. I think the 49ers will be back. And then, Cameron, this will be the last time you hear me speak upon the 49ers until August.
They'll be in the mix. I mean, you got.
I give them the divisional round, but that's just me.
I mean, it depends. It depends where it lines up. I mean, it's 5 teams. It's Eagles, 49ers, Packers. You got to throw in
Detroit.
Yeah, Lions.
Oh, he did. Okay, he said Lions.
So you got to throw them in the mix.
So Dallas is not in it?
I think the scary part about Dallas is that now it's more pressure with that team even more than before. And then now what's going to happen is Mike McCarthy is already on a string. Yeah. And it's getting to a danger point where the team could fall back into a rebuild possibly. And, of course, you're the Cowboys. You're not going to want to rebuild, but just getting to a point where, if Dak mess up again.
He's out.
You know what I mean?
Isn't he already going to get signed this year, though?
There's a possibility, but it's the players don't. This team don't believe in him. So it's not even they don't believe in them. So what's going to happen is that they're going to fall into a position where they could possibly rebuild. And in a couple of years, it depends what Washington do with their team. 1 or 2 years.
Suck in my eyes. They just don't have a quarterback yet. But
that's what I'm saying. So that's we talking before draft, before free agency. So now it's you don't know how we talked about it before we started. Look at the AFC landscape. There's going to be a lot of teams with revenge tours. The Jets are going to be on a revenge tour. The Browns are going to be on a revenge tour. The Bengals.
The Browns.
When I say revenge time, I'm talking because they're going to get Nick Chubb back, Deshaun Watson. It's going to be. Oh, come on.
No, I did hear about Deshaun. He might have to go
What?
again.
He's done.
Done as a what? Like, he's not.
He's not that guy anymore. He's not.
But he doesn't need to be that guy.
Yes, he does. In that fucking division, he does.
Look what Joe Flacco did in his absence.
Man, yeah, lost in the fucking first round.
But he did.
But the team, Houston was better, though, dog. Houston was a better team.
Wait.
No, they weren't. They just had the home field advantage. Houston was a better team than Cleveland.
But the thing is,
Nah, it was
did the simple shit that don't compel.
People were saying Cleveland could possibly make the AFC Championship.
True.
Yeah, because it
That's
was.
when Deshaun was playing. But that's when Deshaun was playing.
No, that's when Flacco was playing too.
Nah.
I mean, it was.
No. When Flacco was playing because they had the number one defense.
It was.
Flacco was doing game manager type shit.
No,
That's the whole thing.
like I just
Deshaun
said.
brings an extra element to the game. He could dominate in the air. He could dominate with his legs.
He's the
makes
third best quarterback in that division. You ain't going nowhere, bro.
So who's the top? Because that's
I mean, it's Lamar and Burrow.
Yeah.
I'll take Lamar and Burrow.
That still ain't bad though. The Browns can still make an AFC championship with Deshaun. That's it. He doesn't need to be Houston.
There's no fucking revenge tour for that.
Yes, it
He-
is.
So no revenge tour for him, dog.
Hell no.
In a weird way.
I mean,
You know what, Akil? You know what the revenge tour for?
Who?
If you say Deshaun Watson got the revenge tour, it's the revenge tour for fucking Kirk Cousins.
Put him on the Pittsburgh Steelers. I like it.
Hell nah. He's gonna be the last best quarterback anyway.
But you don't have to. But just the thing, Mike Tomlin is going to get you 9 wins with an average. But no.
Stop talking about these goddamn wins and let's talk about the fucking postseason when it matters.
Exactly.
So
that's his thing though.
No. Let's talk about the postseason.
Okay.
Is Kirk Cousins is he gonna beat Lamar Jackson in the playoff game? Is he gonna beat Joe Burrow? Is he gonna beat Josh Allen? Can
He beat Drew Brees in the Superdome one year. I mean, that's pretty.
The Saints was getting knocked.
They treated the Superdome like the Seahawks Stadium for a point of time. You can't just rub it off.
Kirk
But
Cousins,
he's nice.
Kirk is nice. We'll see.
He's pretty nice.
Stop giving these guys overblown stats for wins that they can't even get. It's okay.
But Kirk can get the win in the right situation.
What's the situation? The situation was Washington.
He never had a defense.
The situation was Minnesota couldn't win.
Go
look at it. Listen. Go look at his fucking record on primetime games. Come back and talk to me. When the shit gets big, when the shit gets real, he don't win.
I understand that, but in the playoffs he does pretty decent. But he never had a defense. In Pittsburgh he has a defense.
Has he been to a conference championship? So what's decent?
He has.
What are we rating? What's decent?
So you expected Washington and Minnesota to make it to the
You saying that Kirk Cousins is one of these quarterbacks? What kind of the thing is? You saying Kirk Cousins is one of these quarterbacks? What has he done? What has he done?
Look at his team. But look at his team.
No, I'm not looking at
it.
Oh my God! In year 13, look at his team. Now we're looking at his team.
He's still putting up 30 touchdowns a game with 4,000 yards. You can't blame it on Kirk.
What you mean? He's every time that Kirk Cousins has matched up with a premier quarterback, the other quarterback is won because you know why? That quarterback is better.
Yeah, but do you know what the quarterback has to throw against? A shitty defense.
Man,
a terrible defense.
Kirk Cousins.
Minnesota's been a middle tier defense for the past 5 years.
Kirk Cousins is not a needle mover. He's the average guy that looks good on paper. Like you get all the numbers, all them 30 touchdowns and 4,000 yard seasons. I don't give a fuck.
Okay,
Everyone wasn't throwing for no damn.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this. All right,
I got a question too after this.
So like the last two, okay, I think they won 9 this year with Kenny Pickett. They won 9 before, so we can agree that Kirk is better than Kenny Pickett.
No,
right?
he's better than them.
Right.
But he's better than them.
He's better than them. My whole thing is, I'm asking, is he better against the AFC
No.
field? If you put him in a playoffs game with Aaron Rodgers and the Jets, he ain't winning.
No.
If you put him in a playoff game with Josh Allen and the Bills, he ain't winning.
It just depends on what AFC team he's on. That's the thing.
Honestly, I don't even think that he's winning a playoff game against Tua.
This all I'm asking. So the reason why I'm asking with that because we seen Pittsburgh take Buffalo to the brink this postseason.
So Kirk Cousins is the needle mover.
No, that's all I'm saying. No, just listen.
On the team, he could be
Just hear me out. No, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Okay, because we seen how it looked against Buffalo. Because a lot of times you don't have to score 30 in the playoffs to win a certain round. So they was one position with it wasn't Mr. Biscuit. Who was the goddamn Rudolph? So it wasn't that he had to score 30 against Buffalo. I don't like Miami in the postseason because they good between September and November. When the shit is 85 degrees outside, it's cool.
So that's the same shit I said again.
No, easy. Listen, hold on, wait.
Put that nigga on prime
So
time,
no,
so
okay. Let's just say hypothetically, you place him, replace him with Kenny Pickett. This gonna be his best roster he ever had. I'm not making an excuse for him. This gonna be his best roster. He gonna have a top 5 defense. He gonna have 2 number ones with Pickens and Deontay. You got you a good top 10 tight end with 5 mute. You got your running back duo. All I'm saying with you, with Mike Tomlin, you're going to win more than 9. You're going to win you at least 11, 12. He going to throw you 4,000 yards. So he don't have to score 30.
Here's the thing, though.
This nigga says 11 or 12.
You can.
In that motherfucking division.
Yes.
He's not better than Lamar Jackson.
No, but this is the thing.
He's not better than Joe.
Easy. No, we're not playing. But this is what we saying. No. But Eazy, this is what we saying. They went 2-0 against Baltimore in the regular season with Kenny Pickett and Mason Rudolph.
And do you know why? They have a defense.
It's not about the quarterback. Just step in and do what you. Okay, we talk about Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy is top 10 now. You know what I'm saying? After we just seen.
15.
So Kirk is better.
I'm not saying you don't need to.
Hell yeah.
I would. I could put Kirk in that same offense and he will still give you 250.
Let me ask a question. No.
I mean, the team was good. Easy.
Let me ask a question real quick. Do you think Kirk Cousins is better than Jared Goff?
No.
Better than Baker Mayfield?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Is he better than Derek Carr?
Yeah.
No. Yes, he's better.
Okay. So you're saying Kirk Cousins is like the top of the mid-tier type of
nigga, that's why he's in the NFC.
But here's
is it Kirk?
But let me get my point.
Yeah.
But here's
all the NFC quarterbacks are mid
Baker,
niggas,
but
all the listen,
here's the thing.
all the
But here's the
NFC
thing.
quarterbacks are mid niggas.
But
Jalen
here's
Hurts,
my point.
He's mid.
No, the hell.
Dak
No,
Prescott, he's
relax.
mid. All the NFC quarterbacks are mid guys.
But
Mid-
my point,
God.
Matthew Stafford?
Matthew
But do you
Stafford,
know-
he's mid. He was mid in Detroit all those years.
Nah, I'm not gonna let you do that. I'm not gonna let you do that.
No. They're mid.
But here's the
They're
thing
mid.
about those mid quarterbacks I'm talking about. Jared Goff made 2 conference championships in the Super Bowl because you know why? He had a complete team in the defense.
He did.
Baker Mayfield made 2 divisional rounds in the AFC and the NFC because of a defense and a run game. Kirk has never had that at all. The best DB, think about it, the best DB Kirk Cousins had in Minnesota was Mike Hughes.
Has come to making excuses for fucking Kirk Cousins.
We're not making excuses, it's the
He
truth.
don't got no guy.
His best DB was Mike Hughes for the past few years in Minnesota. What are you talking about?
Kirk fucking Cousins.
If you put him in
This is what we're
Pittsburgh
on.
and you got Minka as
Hey,
safety,
Trey.
you got TJ Watt on the edge, you mean to tell me he's not winning 10 wins?
Kirk?
You mean to tell me he's not winning 10 on Pittsburgh? With that defense.
My whole thing is, I don't give a fuck about the 10 wins. I'm talking about the motherfucking postseason. What
He'll
the
make it to
fucking-
the division.
What
He'll make it to the division.
Okay, you know what?
He'll make it to the
You know
division.
what? And that's good enough for y'all. That's what makes.
No, we're not saying
okay.
that.
But we're not.
It's okay. It's okay.
But what do you
It's
expect?
okay. No.
So what do you expect out of Kirk Cousins?
Nigga, like if you're a part of being a great quarterback, I'm not looking for no divisional. Like I just said, why get Kirk Cousins when he's not a needle mover? He's not a needle mover.
He never had a complete team. How do you expect it all to fall on him? Because think about it. If you date back to 2012, his second year in Washington, he's never been below 25 touchdowns since. If you look at his yards, he's never been below 3,500 since 2012. So how are you going to blame it all on him when all of his team has never been complete?
I've seen a lot of playoff losses, and I'm blaming him.
No.
I'm blaming him.
You can't blame him. You can't blame him.
Okay,
you can't blame him.
Go look at primetime Kirk. Give me that record.
You're talking about regular season shit, though.
No.
You're talking about regular season shit. Dak has the same primetime. Dak has the same primetime record as Kirk, though.
But I'm just saying, primetime, that means big games. Kirk Cousins don't show up in big games.
But nobody gives a fuck about a Monday night game in the
In
playoffs.
big games, and even in
Nobody
playoffs,
gives a shit about that.
I'm including playoffs.
In the playoffs, he did his work.
Wait,
In the playoffs, he did his work, though.
What work?
He
What
did his
work?
work.
What work?
But he had no defense.
Oh my
Kirk
God.
Cousins even played defense. He actually played decent against Philly when we played him. Because you know why we beat him? The defense sucked. Like I said earlier, Mike Hughes was his best DB for the past 4 years.
Hey, listen,
He had.
I got a question.
What's up?
Kirk Cousins Hall of Famer?
No, he's not a Hall of Fame.
Not yet.
No, he's not.
Why was the hell was the deep breath for?
But here's the
Why
thing.
you-
But here's the
Kirk-
thing. When you brought Matthew Stafford, he was underrated for years. No. When you brought Matthew,
For you to even think about, I got a question.
Let me land real quick.
When was Kirk Cousins ever the fucking best quarterback in the NFC?
I'm still waiting.
No, it's never.
No, I'm waiting.
But he was
He
top
never
4.
was.
He
He
was
never
top
was.
4. He was top 3 or 4.
I didn't ask that shit if he was top 3 or 4. Nigga, I just told you everybody in the NFC quarterbacks are mid. He could be top
not
2.
everybody.
Jalen Hurts is not mid.
Jalen Hurts is mid.
He was just an
What you
MVP
mean?
candidate
He was
last year.
just
What the hell are
one.
you talking about?
And now he's not.
This is bias.
And now he's not.
This is bias.
And now he's not.
This is pure
what
bias.
What you mean? He went from 6-0 to what? The last 3 games of 8 games of the season.
But mind you, he was an MVP candidate for 11 weeks. You mean to tell me
11
he's
weeks.
mid now?
He wasn't.
He got second.
He wasn't for 16.
He got
For
second
17.
place last year, and if
He
he
got
would've
second
played-
last year.
If he would have played those
Last
2
year.
games, he
You
would
know
have.
what's
So-
funny? And if Brock Purdy would have played in the NFC Championship last year, they would have won.
No, the hell they
And
would.
they would
No,
have
they
won.
wouldn't.
And they would have won.
You're speaking lies.
And they would have won.
You're speaking lies.
And they would have won.
He still would have been
And
shook.
they would have won.
He still would have been shook.
Okay, no. Hold, pick it up. Okay, this lead me.
Had a
This
terrible game before the injury.
wait, but this lead me. This lead me. This lead me to my. This perfectly led me to my next question I had.
Disgusting work.
Because we wasn't talking about the Super Bowl, but we was talking about postings because we were talking about the coaches. But then we talking about Mahomes in a sense because I know he's in the this is him and 2 through 5 is what you could throw whatever. So it led me to my question I was gonna ask you. We know Mahomes is 1 obviously. So who's your 2 through 5 going into next year?
I wanna hear this.
Going into next year. Obviously, number 1.
Yeah, we got that settled. Yeah.
Number 2, I'm gonna go Joe Burrow because I just think when he's healthy, that motherfucker's not afraid of Mahomes. Some of these niggas, Mahomes.
When has he ever been healthy though?
What you mean? Hey, listen.
When has he ever been healthy, though?
Hey, listen.
Finish it. No, my bad. Finish it.
Mahomes. Number 3, man. Number 3, the MVP, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson. Are we going? You said 2 through 5?
Yeah.
I said number 4. You know, number 4. I'm gonna give respect where it's due. I would say Brock Purdy. He's earned number 4. Number 5. After a good postseason, but one fuck up away. Number 5. I think he makes the ascension this year. I think for the next decade, we will see Mr. Jordan Love appearances in NFC Championship.
So he's already 5 to you?
He's already 5 going into next year. Next year. And I'll say, and if you want 6 through 10, I'll go CJ at 6. I'll go Herbert at 7. I'll go Josh Allen at 8. At 9, I think if he's healthy, he's the wild card in Aaron Rodgers. And at 10, shit, we don't know. That's up for grabs.
So basically, my bad.
I
Yeah.
Bro. I know it is. Now I see why you say Kirk Cousins is mid. Because how in God's green earth is Joe Burrow number 2 when he hasn't been healthy since the Super Bowl?
But like
What has he done?
What has he done? He's been to a Super Bowl.
So Jalen Hurts, go on.
He's been to multiple AFC championships.
How many All Pros does he have?
What you mean? How many All Pros?
Because they count that. How many All Pros does he have?
It's easy. Hey, listen, I'm gonna say it in the camera right now. It's easy to get All Pros in the NFC. Nigga, Akil could probably get an All Pro in NFC.
That's
but
cap.
in that AFC,
That's
you got Allen, you got
That is
Mahomes,
pure
you got Rodgers. It's so easy.
That's pure cap.
That
That is
was
pure
All
cap.
Pro. So it's not easy to get
Oh,
All
shit.
Pro in the NFC.
Oh damn. Somebody next door?
Yeah, I think somebody is next to it.
Somebody working?
Somebody working, yeah. Yeah, we working, somebody else working.
Hold on, but
I love it. I love it that
But
way.
I thought the cafeteria was next door.
Who next door?
Listen, lunch lady's getting mad. Oh, shit.
Check next door?
I thought the cafeteria. No, we good.
Yeah, we good. But my question is, it's hard to get an All Pro in the NFC too. But I get your point about the AFC. It's more quarterback stack.
Yeah.
But I'm saying by your ranking, how the can you cuss in here?
Yeah.
How the fuck is Joe Burrow number 2? And who did you say number 4? Brock Purdy?
Yeah.
So you said all that, but you didn't rank Jalen Hurts to probably the lower 10s, but he has made a second team All Pro. He's made a Super Bowl. He made more Pro Bowls than Joe Burrow and Josh Allen. So I'm just wondering what your criteria is. That's all it is.
I know your ass.
I'm really curious. I'm just curious.
No, even Akil can agree with me. There is no way Akil is fucking taking Jalen Hurts over Joe Burrow.
I am.
Akil, don't even look at me with a straight face and say
No,
that.
I'm not, man.
Don't even look at me with a straight face.
Akil, come on.
Akil, I don't even give a damn if you're an Eagles fan or not. Akil, there's no way in hell if you had one quarterback, Joe Burrow or Jalen Hurts.
I will pick Jalen Hurts in a heartbeat. Because you know what? I'm not even going to go to the stats yet. Because I know he's going to play for me. When the hell has Joe Burrow's been fully healthy?
My whole thing is...
When has he been fully healthy?
You know what? when he plays, when Burrow plays.
When is
No,
that?
No.
When is that?
He was just injured last year, like the year before. Like I said, he was in the NFC.
The year before.
He was in the AFC Championship. The year before that, where was he at? He was in the Super Bowl.
So who had a
And
better
the year
Super Bowl
before-
performance, Hurts or Burrow?
Hurts or Burrow?
Who had a better? Please tell me.
What you mean? No,
Better
Jalen
Super Bowl
Hurts-
performance.
Jalen Hurts had a better Super Bowl performance.
Thank you. At least we
But
agree
like,
there.
but
At least
I
we
would say
agree there.
this: Jalen Hurts had a better team, had a better team than the Cincinnati Bengals.
Do you want me to be completely honest? Cincinnati's wide receiver room is better than Philly's.
Man, like
You got Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, and you got
Devontae-
Joe Mixon, who was an All-Pro a few years ago. But you mean to tell me we have a better roster?
AJ Brown and that whole defense.
AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and who else?
You mean?
Zacchaeus,
They're still
Quez Watkins.
They're still
Wait, what?
They're still elite receivers.
No, they're not. Quez Watkins was damn near about to be benched in the end of the
Like I
year.
said, unlike Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow can beat Patrick Mahomes.
But they're the same conference.
I'm just saying.
But one game.
Like I just said.
One game. But the thing is, Mahomes don't have to worry about Burrow because he's going to be hurt the next time he goes to the team. Yes.
Okay.
Last year showed that. Last year showed that.
We'll see.
And the Brock Purdy nonsense, you give Jalen Hurts the full team excuse. How come Brock gets to evade that and be number 4? That's my question.
What you mean? If I already said it.
Because I haven't seen Jalen Hurts throw screen passes for 50% of his passes.
I've already said. Brock Purdy, if he plays last year in Philly, they winning.
No.
If he plays last year, they Philly.
The lights were too bright still.
What you mean the lights were too bright?
The lights were too bright.
It took a running back was playing quarterback.
That's cool, but before Brock got hurt, he was still shook.
Like I just said.
He was still shook. though.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Hey, listen, we'll see. We'll be waiting.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, I can see why you have Burrow too, because he's the only one that beat him more than once. I get it. I get it, because I think the way Mahomes is playing, it's hard. I mean, everybody's 2 through 5 gonna be different because Mahomes is still gonna be number 1. Like it's a big gap. Like it's.
And I don't mean to cut you off again, but here's the thing about that one. By your logic, if Joe Burrow is ranked that high because he beat Mahomes,
No.
where's Eli Manning ranked all time since he beat Brady twice? You see? No.
Hey, listen.
You see how it goes?
We don't speak of 12 on this show. We know what it is. He's the greatest quarterback of all time. Listen.
But Eli beat him twice, so where's he ranked all time?
Listen, Eli is a borderline Hall of Famer. And Borderline.
He beat Brady twice.
He's
Y'all crowded Burrow for beating Mahomes once. What about Eli? You see what I'm talking about, though?
Don't you ever disrespect the GOAT on this show. We don't do
Oh,
that.
but he lost.
Hey, listen. That's the greatest quarterback of anybody's generation.
But Eli got licked back twice.
Hey, listen.
As a 6 seed. I don't know.
And I saw Eli lead the league in interception 4 times too. So it's okay.
But you think Mahomes gonna get Brady though?
No, not at all.
He never will.
Not at all.
Really?
Not at all.
Wait, why?
But y'all see what I'm talking about with the Eli Joe Burrow comparison, right?
Hold on. Girl,
I'm just saying.
Not at all. You won't catch him.
Why he can't catch Brady?
Why not? What you mean? Why?
Why? But he only got to catch him in rings though.
Huh?
He ain't got to get the rings to do it.
You can't catch him as a GOAT?
Yeah, the greatest
No.
quarterback.
He's already in a head start of him.
No.
At age
Listen, I ranked him number 2. That's as far as he's gonna get.
So he's never gonna get number 1.
He is.
He's never gonna catch him.
Because you know why?
And listen, that's the same thing y'all said about Aaron Rodgers and Peyton Manning too, right? So it's okay.
Nah, that's different though.
But the thing that's going to set that apart is people forget that Tom Brady had a 10-year gap before he made it back to the Super Bowl. So when Mahomes can make a Super Bowls during that gap,
Listen.
No.
You can keep saying that all you want to. You can dream and believe it. It's okay. It's all right. It's just a dream.
we're seeing it in person. It's reality.
Let's all wake up, baby. Let's all wake up, man. It's all good. We all woke, man. We don't speak on that.
But I'm just saying that gap period Brady had, nobody talks about it that much. He
No,
was getting
no,
smacked
no,
up
no,
by
no.
Pittsburgh. He was getting smacked up by
No,
Baltimore.
but guess what?
I don't know.
He kept getting up and kept winning. So it's
He
okay.
did, after 10
kept
years.
getting up. Hey, listen.
After 10 years.
Listen, 10 years. Guess what? He added 4 more to the table. So it's okay.
After a 10-year gap.
Yeah,
If Mahomes-
10-year gap. Listen. Let me tell you something right now. Tom Brady probably got 3 Hall of Fame careers in one. It's okay.
That gap period was a Hall of Fame career?
Yes, it was, because he kept getting to the AFC Championship and he won MVPs during that span. We all know that. He had probably.
So he had a Phillip Rivers career during that 10-year gap.
Don't you ever,
During
don't
that
you ever in your life compare him to Phillip Rivers.
During that 10-year gap, they did the same shit.
No, because Phillip Rivers was never a league MVP in that gap. He was never All-Pro in that gap. He was a Pro Bowler.
That's fair.
Tom Brady was the standard and still the best in that 10-year gap. So there's a difference here, man.
But if Mahomes keep making playoffs after these next 10 years,
that's good. That's
know.
right. But he ain't that GOAT down there. He ain't that GOAT down there.
But I think Mahomes could probably. I mean, when it's all said and done.
You know, you think. I know. That's different.
But he already got 3.
That's good.
He already got 3 at 2.
Aikman had 3 too.
But
Off the back of him, not a defense. Off the back of him, not a defense.
No. Aikman had 3 too. So it's okay.
I think it's gonna come. I think at some point when it's all said and done, I don't think he has to play 20 years. I don't think Mahomes gonna play 20 years and nothing like that. He can stop at like between 12 to 15, and then it's gonna get word renowned like damn, like he's gonna pass him. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna. I know you're a Brady fan, but it's just.
No, I'm not a fan. I'm a fan, but like.
No, you're a Brady fan. I respect.
It's facts. You know, we're not going to put Tom Brady in the same class with any other quarterback in the league.
Okay, just one before I move to the next topic. Just one question. It's been 6. How many years Mahomes been playing? 6 or 7 so far?
6. Because he came in 2018.
So the first 6 years Brady, first 6 years Mahomes. Who you taking?
Tom Brady.
First 6?
I'm talking Tom Brady. I'm taking Tom Brady.
No.
I'm taking Tom. I'm taking Tom.
No.
I'm taking Tom.
So basically from 01 to 07
I'm
to.
taking Tom.
No.
I'm taking Tom.
I respect Tom, but he got carried by his defense.
Okay.
I can't take
guess what? I saw that same defense that didn't win with Matt Castle, right? Matt Castle went with 11-5, didn't make it to the Super Bowl. I saw that same defense the year before. You go 5-11, and then what happened when Drew Brees got hit by Mo Lewis? In comes Tom Brady, and they win the Super Bowl. So you can say all that you want.
And he did some Brock Purdy shit to make it.
And I saw that same defense in '96 lose to Green Bay. Bruschi and Ty Law were on that defense. There was no Tom Brady then. So like you could sit there and say, that defense. But guess what? It was Tom Brady, and you know it proved by him winning Super Bowl MVPs in those games.
Yeah.
So you can
But
say,
you gotta keep in mind back then too. A lot of the media didn't crown Tom Brady yet until that third Super Bowl. They didn't think he put him over the top. Those reports were out.
I'm just saying,
You don't get that from Mahomes.
Like I just said,
You don't get that from Mahomes.
He beat y'all boys, Peyton Manning in 18. He got rid of y'all boys, Donovan McNabb, made him throw up in that Super Bowl. So
It's cool.
okay.
And you know what? We got him back in 2017. Hey,
Hey, listen.
we got him back in 2017. We good.
It's all good.
I'm glad we got you in this energy. So you get ready for your bracket?
Quick random question. How degenerate is it if we put betting in high school sports? That's pretty freaking degenerate if you ask me. I ain't gonna lie.
You should though. I would.
But that's wild.
No. It's funny though because I have a kid named Brenton. I always say, "Hey man, what's the line on this game today?" He's like, "Man, we going 4.5." I was like, "Bet."
For real?
Yeah, man.
He spot on too? Oh no.
He said 4.5.
Yeah.
That's
Brendan, he's a high schooler?
Yeah. We always talk every time. Like, what's up? What's the line?
What the hell? You making those bets?
Yeah. Hey, listen. We love it.
if they put betting in high school, oh my god.
It's gonna probably end up happening too.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Cause
surprised.
didn't you say you want to do like a fantasy one day?
Oh my god, yeah.
Hey, that's definitely can happen. But speaking of though, 'cause I know we stay in the lines of that. I know we all seen college football coming now. So Eazy, you gonna do what you did back then with your with college football? So tell them what you used to do on college football.
What you mean? How my player goes for 70 touchdowns,
Oh shit.
7,000 yards, 2,000 rushing yards, and they still never gave me the Heisman. That pissed me off. They always gave it to my receiver, so I stopped throwing him the ball.
What school did you pick though?
UCLA.
You gonna buy the game again this year?
No, I don't have a PS5, so like I don't have no Xbox or no PS5. I haven't really played the game in a long time. Like I don't be having time, but I enjoy watching it.
But if you get it though, would you do the same thing?
Yeah, I would.
What would you name him?
Darnell Johnson, baby.
Darnell Johnson. Quarterback, right?
Quarterback, always.
7,000 yards, huh?
7,000 yards and losing in the damn championship.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go and pull up to Old Dominion, Mississippi Valley, some shitty school on that game, and I'm gonna make it to a powerhouse. Goddamn, that's the best way you play that game.
That's gonna be live though, cause I ain't gonna lie, cause like now college football is different. Cause last time it came out in 2014, it was I'm not the cover. I'm trying to see who won the championship. I think it probably had to be Bama.
Yeah.
But now you're bringing all these.
Was it RG3's year or was it Shoelace?
It was I know Nard Robinson was on the cover.
That was the last one.
Yeah, that was the last one. But a lot of things has changed. I know we was talking about college hoops because we know what's going to happen. In a few years, they're going to make college hoops March Madness.
Yeah.
But tell them the theory that you had, because I know we spoke about it before we started.
So really, my theory, if they were to release it within this year or the next year, they're gonna have to put Caitlin Clark on the cover. Because at this point, you don't have any marketable face in college men's basketball right now, and that's the truth. Rod Dillingham, he's probably the best one, and I like his game. But it's either him, Zach Edey, Tyler Kolek. Like, they're not marketable guys. So the only reason, or the only way that you can sell a game is if you go to the women's side and put Caitlin Clark on the cover. Because right now, like, I don't know if you've seen that game against, I think, Maryland or something. They had a whole line all across the block for Caitlin Clark. And tickets cost at least $400.
She put on a show that year, too, plus a game.
So I'm saying, if you really want to create a game, you got to include the women.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are going to be pissed off, but they don't watch the game. That's why they get upset. Because if you look at the women's side compared to the men's, there's no comparison. The women's game is way better than the men's. And I got in a lot of arguments on social media about that, which I don't know.
No, people was killing you.
It didn't make any sense though, really, but they don't watch women's college basketball. Like, I saw an overtime game between Kansas State and Iowa State the other day. Exciting games, and it's from teams that you don't even watch.
Yeah.
But if you go to the men's side, it's nothing but sorry teams, lopsided victories. I mean, I was looking at a game right now between Alabama and Texas A&M. No marketable stars on that team.
You just see the teams, basically.
Exactly. That's all it is. But really, no. If you really want to sell a hoops game, put Caitlin Clark on the cover. I'm buying it. Yeah. I'm damn sure.
So that's why that game last year was so impactful, basically. That women's championship game.
Exactly.
I wasn't watching women's basketball like that until that game. 'Cause I just saw like the hype behind them two, and then it just carried over. And it's like now, like you can name three. Caitlin, of course, you got Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese,
Paige Buckers,
Juju
Watkins. There was a player from UT that was a point. I can't remember. Lori Harmon. She's nice.
I did a former interview with Eazy Corner.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
she went to Cy Creek. So
you got real talent in women's basketball. And like Akil said the other day, we're watching the Bird and Magic era for the women's game. Because once Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark hit the draft, WNBA viewership's going to go up. People are actually going to be tuned into those games. And if we're looking at the rough draft, Caitlin might go to the Indiana Fever with Aaliyah Boston. That's already a great nucleus to build on. So
Angel Reese be the number 2 pick, though, right?
No, she's projected to be top 15.
Really?
Yeah.
So she's not.
It was funny. I think Juju would actually be number 1 if she was actually coming out.
Oh yes.
Over Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Well, 1 and yeah.
1, 2.
Depends. Yeah, 1 and 2.
Damn. So Angel Reese wouldn't be top. Well, I don't.
Because they had Paige Beckers at number 2, but Paige Beckers just announced she's coming back.
Yeah.
So why Angel Reese so far? Because we put on some numbers I see though, huh?
Because people don't know if her game is translatable to the WNBA. Because mind you, she's like what 6'2", 6'3", playing post. Yeah. But she barely got any post moves. She can play defense, but her offensive game.
Oh, she that? I didn't think she was that short.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because how tall is Asia Wilson?
6'5", 6'6", 6'5".
Well,
She not too.
Oh, stupid.
yeah, I know. But like, can she guard her? Though? I mean, not guard her, but like, can she? Really?
And Angel Wilson will play Angel Reese to school.
Yeah,
just from the top of the key.
Yeah, that's what Aaliyah Boston was doing her last year.
Exactly. So,
Wow. Well, I think a cover for a woman being on the cover of a game. I mean, they already put it on 2K with women, so
exactly.
it makes the most sense. But yeah, that's interesting. But I'm glad you still got that list, Eazy. The top 10 list you made.
Oh boy.
Tell her for what?
Receiver and I ain't gonna lie. When I saw it, when I saw the list for the first time, I didn't call Eazy and say anything bad about it.
No.
Because when I saw the receivers list, I wasn't upset. And then when I saw the point guards, I heard it before, and I see the list. I wasn't upset. This the first time he made a list, and I wasn't.
Okay.
It was pretty. It was pretty accurate.
Let's see the list real quick. I'm curious.
But hold on, let me see if I still got the list, man. Because I know people were emailing me about it.
Because you did post a point guard list on your story.
The receiver was accurate because everybody had the same four. It was Rice, Moss.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
T.O.
Okay, so you want the receivers or the point guards?
Let's do receivers.
Do the receivers.
The receivers. At number 1, Jerry Rice. Number 2, Randy Moss. Number 3, Terrell Owens. Number 4, Calvin Johnson. Number 5. Oh, my fault. Number 5, Marvin Harrison. Number 6, Michael Irvin. 7, Antonio Brown. 8, Larry Fitzgerald. 9, Tyreek Hill. 10, Torrey Holt. But I'm gonna actually admit Torrey Holt. Shout out, Lala. She said you forgot about Chris Carter. Chris Carter's 10.
That's actually a pretty accurate list.
That's a better pick. The only gripe I have about that is Michael Irvin and Antonio Brown. But you could say the rings has something to do with it. But I think
it wasn't. It wasn't rings. I think Michael Irvin was a generally better receiver. I think also when it comes to leadership and stuff like that, I think Michael Irvin almost made Troy Aikman more than Troy Aikman
Made Michael Irvin.
so. I agree. I definitely agree.
I'll go because I said I feel like if you put Michael Irvin in a high octane number offense, he gets better numbers. I think he was that good of a receiver.
Yeah. It's just when you talk about pure ability, Antonio Brown, he has a top 5 talent.
Oh,
he just never had a chance.
Antonio Brown, even though there were sometimes that Akil didn't believe he was a top 5 receiver, but it's okay.
You did?
It was point in time I was a Julio guy.
Yeah, and I was telling
Fair
him,
enough.
AP. I was telling
Fair
him,
enough,
AP.
yeah.
Yeah.
Amen, Durham.
That's very fair.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, just like how you faked out, how you got made fun of Jalen Waddle when he went to private school too.
I didn't make fun.
They said,
Bro, I did not make fun of him.
They said, oh, he wouldn't trade. Oh, he's doing it against other. I'm like, okay, watch.
I mean, I thought he was going against little preppy white boys in private school. I'm like, all right, cool. We gonna see.
Gerald, you said that, bro. It's okay. I'm calling you. That's you. I'm calling you out, bro.
Well, we gotta think about that. That time too. What year he got out of high school?
18.
I'm looking at preppy white boys. I'm not saying he wasn't gonna be good. I was just saying like, yo,
It's just a competition level.
I just wanted to see.
It left a lot.
That's it. That's all I was saying. I can't blame him, but that's all I was telling him. I just want to see against some action, and then he went against some players, and it was cool. You know what I mean?
It's just the thing about wide receivers. If you're naturally fast, it could translate to any landscape that you could play in. Like in NFL, college, it just depends on the system. But competition does matter, though. I do agree.
But like the honorable mentions was, I guess, Julio, Andre Johnson.
Devontae Adams.
Because you had Larry Fitzgerald in there, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, and I did get a lot of Steve Smith.
Steve Smith.
Yeah, respect Steve. Respect Steve.
Yeah. Because you got Tyreek Hill already top 10 all time.
Yeah, I got him.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that at all.
Yeah. And then what's your point guard list?
My point guard list. So at number 1, Magic.
Okay.
Number 2, Steph.
Okay.
Number 3, Isaiah Thomas.
Cool.
Number 4, Jayson. Number 4, Jason Kidd.
Okay, cool.
Number 5, John Stockton. Number 6, Steve Nash. Number 7, Russell Westbrook. Number 8, Chris Paul. Number 9, Gary Payton. And tied for 10, Kyrie Irving and Damian Lillard.
I like that list, but only one question.
What?
Why do people overrate John Stockton so much?
He's not overrated.
He's very
No,
overrated.
he's not.
He's
No, not.
very,
The guy can play.
very,
He just-
very
No, he's
overrated.
not overrated.
I can't put him over CP3, bro. I cannot.
Oh, wait. Fair. Okay, warning. This is your first time actually.
And do you know what's funny? And I'm gonna give a backstory. Eazy, you might not have realized this, but 2 years ago you went on Instagram Live because you put out that same list and you argued for John Stockton. I commented in there saying that Chris Paul did more than such and such, and you got mad. But I don't know if you remember that though. It was years.
So-
ago.
I was in the car.
So, all right. So, okay. Before we get to the Chris Paul thing,
Okay.
you don't know the backstory of the Chris Paul and Eazy thing, right? All
I
right.
don't know what
Tell.
happened.
Listen to this shit. Tell him the story of your dislike for Chris Paul. 'Cause it's like a deep, like how he talk about Houston sports. It's the same. Tell him.
What you mean? He's not a winner. I just think everybody elevates him as a champion. Like they put him at a championship as like he's the dude that's probably had the most excuses as far as like a superstar that I've ever seen not to win. Because everybody tries to put him on the same level as a Steph or a LeBron or a KD. Like there was points like, oh look, he's a top 3 player in this league. He's a top 4 player, and everybody saying, oh, he always makes his teammates better. And all I just said was, how does he make his teammates better by throwing an alley-oop? DeAndre Jordan still can't shoot free throws.
But it gets a lot deeper than that.
No.
Because the fact that DeAndre Jordan made an All-Star team was because of Chris Paul.
No. And then I just said this: the leadership. You see, everybody claims leadership, but what have you led your team to? Like, I'm not listening to Chris Paul if you haven't really accomplished anything. You're not a championship player. Like Chris Paul, to me, like I just said, he's a good guard. I said, luckily he was in my top 10 because really I just did it to shut people up. Because personally, I'm really taking Tony Parker over Chris Paul every time. 10 times out of 10.
I'm surprised Tony Parker not on that list.
No.
I'm actually surprised.
Yeah. Like
Not you mentioned it.
Like I just said, I'm really taking Tony Parker over. But like at the end of the day, I respect him, but I really don't respect him. I just feel like everybody always tried to put him up here for the very longest time. Like in his peak, people were putting him up there with LeBron, KD, and Kobe.
And D-Wade?
He was. And you couldn't argue that either.
Yes, I can. Because like I just said, he didn't win shit.
Who was the best point guard from the 2010s in your opinion?
Derrick Rose.
No.
Derrick Rose.
I respect D Rose to death, but no.
Derrick Rose.
He had 2 or 3 years until injuries harping him.
Derrick Rose.
Westbrook is way better than Derrick Rose.
Like I said, I'm a Westbrook guy. So but the thing is, but before that, Derrick Rose was up there. He was that guy.
But for the whole 2010s, you gotta say CP3 and Westbrook.
No.
It's only those two.
What about Steph?
Steph.
Steph, yeah.
Yeah, Steph is the best.
Mid 2010s, yeah.
It's Steph. So like I never like honestly, other than 08, I said that's the only year that I give Chris Paul being the best point guard.
Not even 2012.
No, I don't think 2012. No. I'm not giving him 2012 the strike short season. I still think Derrick Rose was better than him that year. Chicago was number 1 seed. Like he was still. I think he was still better.
But even then, when you talk about elevating a team, and this is why I say ring culture is ruined basketball talk.
No,
because at the same time, you talk about leadership.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example.
But like, what have you led your team to?
I'll give you a great example. 2020, when he got traded to the OKC Thunder. No. Hear me out. Let me land. I feel that, but let me land. He went to an OKC team that was given a 0.2% chance to make the playoffs because he had nothing but young guys on that OKC.
They're supposed to rebuild.
They had no business being in the playoffs. And CP3 led them to 41 wins.
And I get that, but that's the problem with Chris Paul fans. You guys give him the credit for the bare minimum. Let that be Steph
But
Curry.
no other point guard was doing that.
I said, let that be Steph Curry or LeBron James. 41 wins, that's it. Stop giving. If you're going to put Chris Paul and put him in that criteria as the greats, I'm not settling for 41.
But that's the difference, though. LeBron is regarded as the greatest. The greats are able to elevate a team that way. That's the thing.
That's not elevated. And then the thing is,
It
he lost in the first round. All of a sudden,
But they weren't supposed to be there.
No, they were supposed to
The
be
average age of that team was 21 aside from CP3.
It don't matter.
They overachieved. But do you admit they overachieved? But did they overachieve? Yes or no?
I don't care about that.
You gotta care about that. That's elevating the team.
Because everybody's gonna put that a part of his legacy. I'm like, no,
I would.
In real games,
That's a hell of a legacy right there.
But yeah, there's a hell of a legacy. Then what happens when he gets to a Phoenix team?
They made the finals.
They made the finals, but what happened in the finals?
They bought him further than what Steve Nash did with them.
Like I said,
Crazy story.
No, like I'm saying, I saw that, and then what happened the next year? I saw Game 7 in Phoenix against Dallas.
That was terrible. That was very terrible. But at the same time, he elevated Phoenix to greater heights than they ever seen. That was their first final since Barkley.
We're not. I'm not giving him credit for that. Like he's ringless.
But that's why. But that's why I think ring culture is ruined sports because you can't discredit somebody for not winning because they lost to Giannis and the Bucks. That's a great team.
He's at a good spot. He's 8 or 9.
Yeah,
it's a good spot for him. But like him being like top 5,
but he's not better than John. No, he is better than John. He's way better than John. Yes.
He's not better.
John Stockton is a pick and roll merchant.
No, I'm just saying, give John Stockton all the talent Chris Paul he had.
He had Karl Malone for 2 years.
But look who Chris Paul's played with.
He played with.
Keep going.
He played with Blake Griffin.
Okay.
He made DeAndre Jordan an All-Star.
No. Keep the list going. Keep the list going.
He played with David West, Peja Stojakovic. I'm naming it too. I ain't naming. He played with Devin Booker. If you want to count DeAndre Ayton, if you're sick like that, I guess. Go on.
Keep going.
He played with
Tyson Chandler.
No.
Tyson Chandler too.
Let's get the real niggas. James Harden.
Lou Dort.
Okay. Kevin Durant. Keep going.
He sure did play.
No. Okay. Go.
He sure did play.
Okay. Thank you.
But the thing is, Stockton had the same coach, the same top 2 power forward of all time for 20 years, and ran one play.
He was Steph.
He's playing with Steph, right?
But the thing, if they don't win, this is the thing with the Golden State thing. If Golden State don't win this year, it's not going to be because of Chris Paul, though.
No.
Exit that out. We just named who we played with. We named all the other guys who we just played with.
I get that, but we named Stockton having a complete system with the same coach, with a top 5 power forward of all time for 20 years.
You're not beating Mike. And the thing is, I don't want to hear this. And I don't want to hear this 3-2 if he don't pull the hamstring.
No, I'm not saying what is, because that's all on Chris Paul. That's all on Chris Paul.
No, Daryl, it's okay. It's okay.
Look, I made fun of Houston for years for that series. I do get the point.
It wasn't gonna happen.
It kind of was, but we ain't gonna. It kind of was, but
it was momentum. No, Chris Paul, no, you good.
But I want to get to something. I want to ask you though, because I want to get to what you said about ring culture too in a little bit. Yeah. But the list, because me and you talk about the list for years already, so I'm not gonna ask that. But for the people that's listening and watching, because they're gonna be like, all right, if Chris Paul's below, they're gonna be like, why is Westbrook over Chris Paul? Because of career wise, is it the MVP?
Damn right. He did and he was the best. He was the best. He was the best guard. It's all good.
So the MVP was the only thing separating it. Because if you say that, then sure. Then if you say that, then Steve Nash would be ranked above Jason Kidd.
Because
no.
Above Kidd.
No, but listen, Jason Kidd is different. Jason Kidd was a champion, and he led the Nets to the finals as the best player. And honestly,
I mean, if you want to count him as a champion with the Mavericks, I guess so.
And and honestly, in 2002, Jason Kidd should have been the MVP of the league. They gave it to Tim Duncan.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I get it. I get
The
it.
East that year was terrible.
No, it doesn't matter.
It was horrible.
It doesn't
in
matter.
2002.
Jason Kidd turned the Nets to the worst team to the best team in the East. You're the MVP.
But the only team you have to worry about
Stephon Marbury had that
Detroit.
same exact roster. Stephon Marbury had that same exact roster. So initially,
But that's the difference between the scoring point guard and the playmaking point guard. That's a big difference.
That's exactly why Steve Nash won the MVP. When Stephon Marbury left Phoenix with that team, they put Steve Nash in. He's the MVP.
So isn't that a detriment on Marbury more than anything?
Nah, man. Like I'm just saying.
Because both teams got better when he left.
They went worst to first. Jason Kidd should have been the MVP of the league.
So with the Westbrook thing in 2016, people gonna probably be like, well, Westbrook's part of the 3-1 blow for the Warriors in 2016. Does that penalize Westbrook in some extent?
Russell Westbrook is right now. He's at 7 or 8. He's my favorite player. Like, honestly, like he's my favorite player. But I'm like, listen, we know that he's had his best up along the way, but let him win a world championship this year. All hell's breaking loose because he's jumping from 7 to 3.
Oh shit! Damn.
As a six man? As a six man, he's jumping from 7 to 3?
He's jumping from 7 to number 3.
So you taking Isaiah Thomas spot?
No, let me land. So if Chris Paul wins the championship with the Warriors, shouldn't he jump up too?
Come on, man.
Honestly, though, if Chris Paul win the championship, though,
They're the same spot, though.
No, honestly, I'll probably put him at 5. I'll probably end up putting him at 5.
At least you move him up. Thank you.
Chris
I'll take that.
Finally, I don't gotta go to state going to the championship. Yeah, I
get you.
A championship this year, that's 7 to 3, and I'm gonna buy my 3rd Russell Westbrook jersey too.
I will say this too. I do think a lot of people do want to see Westbrook get that ring.
Yes.
I will say that.
The dude that's gonna be on top of me, I'm gonna be like, F Chris Paul, you couldn't do it. Russ is that guy. You couldn't do it.
Because for them to, I ain't watch a lot of basketball because of NFL, but just looking from the outside in, for them to win, Westbrook is going to play a key factor. It's going to be a huge.
Because
right now, he's really top 5 in my MVP voting because he's the one that saved the Clippers season. He's the one that said, "Hey, Ty Lue, let me come off the bench." He's the one that sacrificed that.
So I'm glad it's a segment to all the topics I had in my head already, because now we get into NBA talk a little bit.
Yes.
So, cause I will admit with MB going on, I do hate the whole little threshold, because I get the threshold with 65 because they want people to play. But if you got an injury like that, come on. I mean, you still got to be in that talk.
But the thing is, even if you did, my whole thing is like, you're still not going to win the MVP anyway. Like, you're on trajectory, but like, I don't think he's even a limit. Like, you're not going to give an MVP guy for playing 55 games.
So who's? I get you. So who's?
Just not like if you get injured, but you're playing well, the season doesn't stop for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm just saying. Like when you win the MVP, you look at the dudes that won it. They weren't playing no 55 games.
I get you.
Bill Walton won MVP playing 50. Back in 72. 77.
Yeah,
77.
So I'm just saying, like, you're not. So I'm just saying, like, I just don't think at this day and age you're winning the MVP. Like, I don't think they have to put that in there.
So
really do.
Before I get to the MVP talk, I know I want to get back to you about ring. What you mean by ring?
Ruin basketball, because at the same time, you seeing guys like Kyrie, Damian Lillard, and Chris Paul, for example. The only thing that's holding them back is they're not able to win a big one. So are you going to diminish all that they have produced for the NBA for not winning the championship?
We're not going to diminish it, but I can just make the argument. If Steph and Magic doesn't have them rings, they're not winning too. If Tom Brady doesn't have 7, he's not number 1. So like you could say it ruined basketball, but like my whole thing is this: their level of play in those moments, it should matter. If LeBron was still struggling on like on a second or fourth ring, Larry Bird probably still be one of the greatest small forwards of all time. So like Michael Jordan going 6-0, Kobe getting 5. Like if Kobe didn't get 5, we don't know if he elevates over Shaq. So I understand.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing about basketball compared to other sports. Football with Dan Marino, they still rank him as a top 3 quarterback of all time because of his ability. He has no type of rings.
No. But you say ability. But like I think when it comes down to top 3 quarterback of all time, when it's all said and done, I don't think that people really still put him in there. I'm just saying.
Some people do.
From ability standpoint, like I just said, like honestly, the three most talented quarterbacks I probably ever seen was probably Marino, Mahomes, or Rodgers. I like from an ability standpoint. But am I still taking them over Tom Brady? I said no.
No, of course not. But at the same time, football respects players more than basketball when it comes to range. They know it's hard.
And like I just said, it is almost like something like with the receivers. Like I can say Randy Moss probably more talented receiver than Jerry Rice. But like I'm saying, Jerry Rice is going to trip. Jerry Rice is always going to get the edge because look at the rings, look at the records.
Yeah. But at the same time, football, they know that it takes somebody good to throw him the ball in order to get to a good position. The best quarterback he had was Brady.
No. But I'm just saying, when you say like it's ruining the game, I don't think you're ruining the game. It's really just placing them on their legacy of who they are. Like at the end of the day, like I said, I'm more like I've said during all these arguments. I'm all about the big moments and the big wins. When we think of Braun, we're not thinking about that career .61 Miami in the regular season.
No.
We think of 48 in the Boston Garden. We think of the block in the Golden State Warriors games.
Yeah,
we look at Steph. We think of the defining legacy game in Game 4 against Boston. When we think of Michael Jordan, we think of Utah in '98. Yeah. So with these guys not having those moments, they shouldn't be like what have you done for your team as the best player? And that's all. Look, I don't.
But to your point, before LeBron won all those rings, the biggest memory people had of him was 2011 against Dallas. Even if he won 3 MVPs, led the league in scoring twice, it's still diminished.
But I'm just saying, no, it would have been diminished. But if he doesn't win those rings, is he still a top 10 player ever?
Yeah. Ever? Yes.
If
LeBron has 0 wins, he'll still be top 10. Because think about it, he'll still have a scoring record. He'll still have a bunch of assist records, rebounding records.
Karl Malone is number 2 in scoring, and he's not even top.
LeBron would have the most. People will leave him out the 10 because they would look at him as the most disappointing career because of his ability, how he came into the league.
Karl Malone is ranked number 2 in scoring. Was ranked number 2 in scoring. Nobody has him in their top 10.
Personally, I think it's because of the off-court stuff, but that's a different story.
No,
but that's a big reason why they leave him off. Because Malone, if he won 1 ring or 2, people will have him in the GOAT talks because of his accolades outside of it.
No, I believe, but I
definitely
think those rings. Because you can't really say that. Because you know why? You say the off-talk and the off-court issues. We're going to go to one thing. Lawrence Taylor. But we consider him the...
But football... But football celebrates that type of stuff because he was storing coke before the games and stuff like that. They're like, oh, yeah, he a badass. He did. People respect that in football. In basketball, they don't. It's a different type of landscape. In basketball, they want guys clean cut, doing shit by the rules. And they found out, like, in the whole 1970s, they damn near shut the league down because half of the players was on coke. In football, you can let that slide.
So Kobe's not getting that same respect?
I feel like he should be a GOAT in the GOAT conversation, yes. But he's not because of...
You got him in top... You got Kobe top 5, huh?
Oh, yeah, Kobe's my guy.
Respect.
He's my guy.
The reason why I think LeBron... If LeBron had 0... Damn, that'd be crazy as hell to think. If this nigga had 0 rings through 20 years... I mean, it's hard for people to put Hakeem top 10 all time with 2. And his level of difficulty winning... Because you know why they ain't going to put him... Because Jordan wasn't playing. That's the reason. So I believe Hakeem is top 10.
Anyway, yeah.
As I get older, I start to think that Hakeem could be my number 1 center. As I get older, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it would be hard for somebody to say 20 years LeBron with no rings right now would be. The NBA won't even let that shit happen. I don't even. No.
Okay,
So
now thinking about that, actually,
that would be the craziest shit ever. But I was thinking about something, and I thought about this before. When you brought up the whole Chris Paul, like how people like basically saved him.
Yeah.
I think of one player in this era that people are saving and nobody's talking about that should be getting criticized is Jayson Tatum. Because he's been there time after time after time. He ain't got no help. This dude got Jaylen Brown. He got Chris Stapps now. He had the coaches. I'm thinking now he's starting to slide to that Chris Paul and this nigga's getting saved. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, Where is the criticism at? You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, bro, like.
I think with the Tatum thing, you're right about that though, especially. But I think it's because of the performances he had in the finals and in big games. Like, there was one game against Golden State, he went 3 for 15. If he was hooping, then they wouldn't give him that criticism.
With Tatum is a little different because, like, as much as he's a championship player, I don't think some of these analysts, and I don't believe it either, I never really believed Jayson Tatum was a top 5 player in the league. Like, at the end of the day, like, Jayson Tatum is not going to get the same criticism as Giannis or Embiid because he's not better than them. You feel me? So they might be saving him, but like Chris Paul, they were definitively calling this man the best guard, the best floor general, the best. Nobody's really said that, oh, Jayson Tatum is the best player. They always say maybe he's the best young guy. But, like, to me, like, he's not getting the same criticism as guys like people in this conference as Embiid. He's the best center, or Giannis, arguably the best player. Some people, he's probably not getting the same criticism as like a Luka. Like, to me, like Tatum, he probably not never get no criticism, just like probably a guy like Anthony Edwards and Shea might not get no criticism because he's not better than some of these guys right now. Yeah. And that's what I just think with
but for him not being top 5, that's because who's your 5 right now? If that's
honestly, like you said, if you really go 5, I would say what I think Giannis. I'll say Giannis. I'm gonna give Joker. I'll say Embiid. I said I do love Luka. I think Luka.
I think it's top 5. I think it's top 5 for sure.
I think Luka. And then I just said the 5th, man. It could be a respect thing, man. It's amazing.
Gotta slide Tatum in that one.
No. Respect thing. Like I said, between
you said KD?
Between KD, Braun, and Steph.
I'll take that.
We don't know.
I would give Braun still 5 because he's 21 years in the game.
When I said between KD, Braun, and Steph. They gotta just split the pot right now.
I'll put. It's not even just.
I think those guys are better than Tatum, and honestly, when he plays, I don't think Jayson Tatum is better than Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah,
that's true.
So like, I don't.
A lot of people forget about Kawhi too.
Yeah, I don't think. So I'm just like, I just feel like with Tatum, it's just like he got the better teams. But like, I always felt in playoff games, it always came down to. I always look at even teams, and then I always look at who's the best player on the court. Like when he lost against Golden State, they might have been evenly matched, but I always felt like Steph was the best player on the court. Like when Miami went to the championship last year, I always felt like, okay, they're good, but Joker's still the best player on the court. So I've always felt in playoff series, I look at even teams, and then I'll be like, okay, who's the best player on the court? That's who's going to
So as far as Tatum's expectations go, it's not like you're putting him under a microscope prior to the playoffs. It's only when the playoffs is over you wake up and think, wait a minute, he hasn't won yet. It's kind of like that.
And then, like I just said, I think with people too, with Tatum, he doesn't get as much excuse because every year, Boston still got the core nucleus that are young, that is 25 and below. But they don't know when that 25 is going to end up being 34. That's when you go start looking like, okay, what he is. But like everybody, I think, looks like, okay, at the end of the day, we know Boston is going to get back. Like what Jayson Tatum was still like, 26, 27?
He's 25 right now.
Yeah. Well, he might be 25. So people just kind of just look at it like.
Yeah, that's why I'm not so hard on Tatum. He's still young. Because most people didn't get their first rings until 30.
Yeah.
Same with football and basketball. So I don't really.
So that's why I just feel like he's getting.
It's just because he's been to the conference finals a whole lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's like because he's 25 now in the age thing. Michael got his like at 29, close to 30. LeBron got his at 28, 29.
And like I just said, the other two guys I kind of just named with Giannis and Embiid, I just feel like they get more of the scrutiny if they're losing in playoff series than Tatum. Because at the end of the day, I just think those two guys are better than Jayson Tatum. So like, that ain't like, you're not asking really if Jayson Tatum is a needle mover. You just ask him to kind of just do his job and score the ball. But with Giannis and Embiid, like, man, Giannis, you need to learn to post move, stop jacking up shots. Or no, with Embiid, with Giannis, it's just more like you need to learn how to shoot. Jayson Tatum got a complete offensive game. So you know what I'm saying?
But when does that criticism come from, do you think?
When is it coming?
Yeah, when it should come. When should it come?
It should come this year because I think he does have the best team. But I just feel like I never see Jayson Tatum never being an MVP of the league. Because I just never believe there's going to be any year he's going to be the best
player in the league. I don't see that either. So speaking of who your MVP right now this year so far?
I'd say Shea.
Sorry.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Because the Thunder is a team that went under the radar. Everybody knows they had great young talent, but for being top 2 in the West, for as tough as that division is, nobody's seen that coming. So
Can y'all
for
guess?
that alone, I say Shea.
Can y'all guess who the betting odds favorite is right now?
Who?
Jokic.
I believe it though because he played consistently. Like he consistently plays well.
But that's a funny thing. There was a 10-game stretch where he scored below 20 points and shot 30% from the field. Like he had a terrible stretch, but nobody talked about it.
Because you know why
how's he in the MVP phase?
Because they feel like what's going to come after the All-Star break. And I can see why. I'm not saying he's going to win it, but it would be kind of hard not to have him in that discussion or as a favorite. Because they probably looking at it like, all right, SGA's hot right now. We don't know how long it's going to last. Yeah. We seen Jokic, because Jokic got a 15-game stretch of going crazy with triple doubles. And then it's like, damn, this man might be MVP again. Because it's never going to, you know what I mean?
So with that being said, if he does win, what's the status of voter fatigue? Because people have voter fatigue for LeBron. People had it for Giannis.
You know what?
So where does that come in?
I'm going to say this.
I don't think people have voted for Tatum. I truly believe there's an other than 06, everybody deserves their MVP. Other than 06, because in 06 I really think Kobe should have won the MVP.
Facts.
Or Chauncey Billups should have won that MVP. Because Steve Nash had no reason, no business winning that second one. Like that first one, I give him a lot of. Like everybody says Shaq, but I always say Steve Nash.
Shaq wasn't driving a boat in Miami. That's why I don't complain on that.
So like everybody, to me, there's never been an MVP fatigue though. Because like I think Giannis, when he won back to back, like he was the best record in the league, and he was actually like the best player.
But that voter fatigue kicked in.
I hate
fast after that.
Voting fatigue. To me, like you have your riff about ring culture. I have a riff about voting fatigue because that only happens in this sport. Because if you and take baseball for example, baseball they give it to a player in their league that plays the best. It's not a storyline that could possibly hurt baseball when it comes to this generation now, but it's based on storylines and there's like they always say before a season. Luka could win it this year because the storyline can push him this way because of this, that, and the third. Me, it's like, dude, give the MVP to the best player that season. I mean, like they say, Jordan could have won the motherfucker since 89 going to 98.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he could have done it. LeBron could win multiple MVPs. It's a crime that Kobe only has one. Give it to the best player that season. Fuck the storyline. To me, I don't like the whole record thing because if you're on a bad team and you just balling.
It's so inconsistent.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm like in baseball, they just give it to the Mike Trout could win a lot. Barry Bonds won a lot. Give it to the best player. You know what I mean? So
I
get that. Yeah.
If you're losing that guy a lot, like you're not the MVP of the league.
No, for sure.
But the thing is, Westbrook got an MVP when the Thunder was a 7th seed.
But like
that's the inconsistency he's talking about.
No, but the thing about it is, he did something historic. Like that's different.
He did.
Yeah, so
He definitely did.
You
But he did. But here's the thing. He did the exact same thing 2 years later when he went on Washington. How come he didn't win an MVP?
No, because
he drove him to the playoffs.
No, but I'm just saying, like you already seen it before. At that point, that was never been done. Like getting a triple double. So like I think Westbrook literally got it because we hadn't seen that in 50 years. Like you better give him the MVP.
Yeah, but it's cool. I feel you because the NFL vote MVP shit is the worst in all of sports.
It's so bad.
Because it's just the quarterback position award. You know what I'm saying? Like I give you a perfect example because there's 2 players that I feel that could have won. I know you're gonna give me a riff on one of them, but I think Cooper Kupp, the Triple Crown year, should have been him over Aaron Rodgers that year because the year before that, Aaron Rodgers won MVP. He had a better year than he won the second time. And then I know we talk about the whole Brady thing, but I still believe that one should have went to Moss because even though Brady threw for 50, I think once he got there, 23 touchdowns, that record still for almost damn near 20 years. I think there's been times where none quarterback should have won. I think this, even though Lamar had a good year, I think this could have been a Christian McCaffrey or Myles Garrett MVP. You know what I'm saying?
I believe it, but the Randy Moss, like I just said, Brady got the MVP because we never seen 50 touchdowns before.
But that's because for what he's saying, that's because of Randy Moss.
No. I get it though, but like I'm just saying, like I think all these years, Tom Brady already had 3 Super Bowls at that point. My whole thing is this. The one thing that we never really got to see before that was what would we know if Tom Brady was playing with a number 1 receiver? So like, damn, you gave him number one receiver. Because he was already good. He was already Hall of Fame good. When I say you give him a number one receiver, 17-0 and 50 tubs. Yeah. So just more like that really so that kind of really changed a lot of the narrative was like, oh, Tom Brady, he was leaning on the defense. Then Tom Brady, oh, this is Tom Brady. So that's why I'm kind of always happy. Like he deserved it. It just showed the world like, no, it's not just the defense, it's me too.
They could have did Cole. We seen Cole MVP before. Manning and McNair. They could have did Cole. They could have shared that mug, man. Because Moss. And we jump back to NFL for a little bit, but like Moss 23 was just as impactful as because I ain't gonna lie. A lot of them touchdowns, 30-15. Hey, Moss, just run that motherfucker deep. Yeah. Just throw the mug up. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it could have went to Moss, and I don't know if Moss got a lot of votes that year for MVP, but I think
you got it.
MVP for football is by far. I think it's gonna be to a point where they're gonna end up changing it for somebody at some point because it's starting to get to a point where like this shit is getting irritating. Because this year it was a lot of talk. It was Hurts at one point. It was Purdy. It was Lamar. Lamar had a good year. Tyreek Hill. Like think about it. If Tyreek would have got 2,000 this year and he didn't get MVP, now the talk just gets crazier. You know what I'm saying? Because at some point, because the sack record is what 22.
Yeah, 22.
Somebody gonna get 25. And you're going to tell me this person didn't get 25?
Yeah, I ain't going to lie. There was a year that I thought J.J. Watt deserved the MVP. Like,
2011?
14.
Oh, 14. Okay, yeah.
Because I think, was that the year he was voted the number one?
Number one player. Yeah, over here, yeah.
He definitely should have won that year.
You know what I'm saying? So it's getting to a point where that's why I think the NBA with the whole voting fatigue, just give it to the best player. 'Cause I think right now for my MVP, I think it's SGA right now. And I want to see Ant get some love too. Because Minnesota is where they at right now, even though they got Cat as well. But Ant is that guy.
Yeah. It's just too much politics and stipulations for the NBA. It's all about what market you in. Because that's why I don't see Shea winning MVP, even though he's my favorite.
Jalen Brunson should get some votes.
Yes. Absolutely.
Jalen. And I always say, I want to see the Knicks be great. Hey, I ain't going to lie. Me and Eazy talk about Doc Rivers all the time. I feel so bad for Giannis and Dame, especially Dame, because they not getting to a championship. They may mess around and lose first round. Because right now it's looking like the Knicks going to be in that conference finals.
Yeah.
Because
of
Doc Rivers. Soon as they signed Doc, I said, damn, dog, they not going to the championship.
That's why they shouldn't have got rid of Bud.
I'm not saying nothing about the Eastern Conference because every year we sleep on Jimmy Butler.
I know.
I'm a Heat fan. Respect.
Until we see Jimmy Butler.
I know.
And the funny thing about you saying that, last year watching the Heat season, I thought we were going to get knocked down to play-in. I was rooting for them to lose in the play-in.
Are you a Heat fan too?
Yes. Born and bred a Heat fan. Because if we would have lost a play-in, we would have got the 14th pick. So I'm like, fuck this season. Just lose. But we made it all the way to the finals with G League guys coming off the bench. We did this for 3 years straight, bro. That's what's so insane. If you really want to keep it a buck, if the MVP was going the regular way, Jimmy should have had at least 1 or 2.
Yeah, he just don't
give
a fuck about the MVP.
If you want to go by that criteria,
he just don't care about the regular season. I know right now he's not playing because somebody died in his family, but like, he don't care about the regular season.
Exactly, bro. But that's what makes it so weird.
That's why I think if Jimmy Butler just played the way he played in playoffs and regular season, he can easily be a top 3 player in the NBA.
Facts.
But it's just like he doesn't go as, you know.
He knows when it's time to play, which I respect. But at the same time, we're losing to the Grizzlies, we're losing to Charlotte, like little stuff like that.
Hold on, you moved your chair down on purpose?
Yeah, man, it was getting hot. So.
Wait, you said it was getting hot?
Yeah, so it's true.
It is kind of stuffy. I ain't gonna lie. It is kind of stuffy.
But that's one of them things I look at for the East. Is like, damn, I want to see the Knicks be great. The West is, I don't know. The West is up for grabs. I mean, both conferences are up for grabs, but
it's
like,
so wide open.
Do I see OKC going far? Because damn, it might be the Clippers. I'm looking at the West. It's like
every time I put faith in the Clippers,
but Denver is still in the mix.
Yeah.
Shout out Russ.
Nah, I do agree with Russ. Yeah, he did help out the Clippers big time. He definitely did.
Can the Rockets make a play in? Because that's gonna be tough, huh?
It's gonna be real tough. Because right now they're sitting at what 11?
They like 11.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
I know LeBron Lakers ain't gonna do it.
But no,
I only said that to make Eazy mad. Because it's never going to be. But, dog, it's going to get to a point where the Texans is going to get to a Super Bowl.
Hey, man, I gotta go to the wedding, bro.
Man, no, man, come on.
All right, man.
It's going to get to a point.
Hey, we got too many.
Hey, his worst nightmare is going to, dog, it's going to happen.
Bro.
Oh.
No, if you really could,
Brock Purdy will have 4 world championships before the Texans.
Brock Purdy is done with number 1, but number 2, you gotta put Houston in that conversation for the AFC Championship because they have the right pieces in play. You can't deny that. All they need is a true number 1, and they're set.
This has been a great episode of the Eazy Corner of the Kid, man. Tune in and tap in.
Hey, look.
Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok.
I'm going to say my last thing.
Follow us on Snapchat, man. It's been a
Oh,
great
yeah.
day. Be blessed.
I'm going to say my last thing. Because this is crawfish season, and y'all love crawfish. Crawfish is overrated. I'm going to say it. I said it before, and I'm going to say it again.
That's cap.
Crawfish is overrated. You can hand the mic to Trey. I know he's from Louisiana.
Come on, sit down, Trey.
That's fine. I would eat it. I would eat crawfish, but I'm not pressed on it. There's nothing I'm pressed on. Crawfish season could leave for another year.
But what turns you
don't
off about crawfish, though?
It's cool. Like I said, it's cool.
Yeah.
But it's not anything I'm going to just be like, woo, crawfish season, hey, we going crazy if I get the 5 for 20 at prospect. No, dog, like
The
it's
crawfish
cool.
are probably good, though.
It's
pretty good,
The
though.
motherfucker could leave for another year. But no. Like, I'm going to eat it, but I'm just not pressed. I'm not going to be, like, you know how we off for football season?
Yeah.
Damn, bro. We got to wait 8 months for football season. I'm not sitting back like, damn, bro. Crawfish season is gone, man. Like, I'm ready for it. I'm just not, like, on that. If I had to choose between a barbecue cookout or a crawfish boil, I am taking the barbecue cookout anytime, any day, because it just gives me the Frankie Beverly and Maze vibes. 2-step in the line dance. It's summertime.
That's really why you want to pick that. Because as soon as
Man.
you eat barbecue, you not that on
Hey.
the couch. Big fishing trip, you and the fam. You guys catch a lot of fish, and y'all got a whole bunch of crawfish, some trout, some catfish, fillet it up and get a whole meal. You saying that doesn't attract you in any way?
No, that's cool. Like I said, I would eat crawfish. I'm just not hyped. I'm not going to be sitting there. I can't wait for crawfish.
And look, though, that's like not a bad spot to come from because, like I tell you, it's like eating too much crawfish. You know what I'm saying? Like, 1, messy as hell. 2, crawfish go steak in about 24 hours. So like you gotta eat it, clean it up, and then throw it. And 3, that shit do make your back hurt. So trust me, I do get where like you coming from.
Yeah.
And 4, like crawfish to me, like where I'm from in Ville Platte, it's like a luxury thing. It's like if you know for eating a lot of crawfish, people are just thinking like you got more money and shit.
Yeah.
So
okay, it's like a delicacy. To
yeah,
okay.
because like it might cost like 30 for 5 pounds at times, because like the crawfish market fluctuates.
Yeah. Oh, we got you on the mic now. This your time. What happened last night? Versace Rocky is back, bro. Before we end this shit, Versace, what's gonna happen?
Man, bro, I think Paul Heyman knows something. I think The Rock is planning something, and somebody in Roman Reigns' circle is
They plotting.
Yeah, I feel like they plotting, like they throwing too many things. Like I will say, since Triple H and Shawn Michaels have like taken over, you really gotta pay attention to every camera angle and every single word.
Yeah.
Like at first I thought The Rock was gonna be healed, but now like they can't boo him. It's like 50-50. So I think that WrestleMania Rock got something.
Because they only boo him because he say something about their city. Oh, okay.
Funny thing about you saying that though is I was looking at some of The Rock's promo, right? And he's told Roman Reigns, "I'm gonna make sure you walk out a loser." And the camera pans on point at Roman. It made me think. I think Cody Rhodes might come out the woodworks and fight him with The Rock. That would be so WWE to do that type of shit because they want viewership, they want ratings. So why not go with that route? Honestly.
I think Reigns gonna win the whole thing, and I ain't even watching it like that. I've been watching because of this.
Yeah.
But I got Reigns winning. I'm a Rock guy, but because he's not gonna fight somebody at WrestleMania though, right?
Rock.
He gonna probably interfere.
It's like they're still planning it. It's like at this point nobody knows what's really gonna happen because there's so many reports every single day and they've all been wrong pretty much. So at this point, just like what I said week before last, I got full faith in Triple H.
He gonna do something.
That man a wizard, bro. Imagine having the power to take away from the Vince McMahon situation with all that going on to now you focus on WrestleMania between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. That takes a level of wizardry I've never seen before.
Yo, because nobody talking about Vince McMahon scandal no more.
Nope.
That's like Adam Silver, David Stern level of like media
Manipulation. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like him, bro. It's crazy.
That's crazy. This was fun. This was funny. This was very entertaining. Shot, boy, y'all was going at it. Boy, I loved it.
I need to see that clip, bro.
That's funny.
See it immediately, bro.
We are done. Real Deal with Akil, Eazy Corner, UO Film. We out.